It was a win. I'm telling you right now. I knew we was gonna win. Somebody's got to say that, right? I knew we was gonna win it. To be honest, to tell the truth, I thought we were dead meat as soon as they went up 21. Was it 21-9? And Phil Dawson, the legendary Phil Dawson, comes in and he misses the field goal. I says, what? And then the 49ers come back a few minutes later. Boom, boom. It was like, boom, got him on the ropes. Boom, keep going down below. Boom. And then came across with the haymaker. Bam. We win. I got Juan here. Really, listen, if you're not here yet, come on in. Let's talk about this win. Let's talk about how good Kaepernick looked today. Let's talk about the heart and soul of the 49ers. A heart that we didn't even know they had. Guys, who you going to cut? My God, who you going to cut? Jesus.
Not the Energizer Bunny.
Juan, come on in here, man. Juan, I'm telling you right now, man. Juan has named, Juan and I were talking before we got here. Juan has given Marcus Rush the perfect name. Juan, what is that name again?
The Energizer Bunny. That man doesn't stop.
I mean, the dude is scary. Juan, I was just reading on Twitter a minute ago. Guy says, because I says, oh man, we cannot cut Marcus Rush. Guy says, well, he can stay on the team until Aaron Lynch gets back. I said, excuse me? When Aaron Lynch gets back, Aaron Lynch may have to try to beat Marcus Rush out. Because I haven't seen nothing from Aaron in the last 2 weeks. Marcus Rush, and they was in there at the same time at one point, I believe. I said, Aaron has got to get up off the dime. He's got to do better than that. He's Aaron Lynch. Has he forgotten who he was? I want to see better football. I don't care what your name is. Come in and show that you want to be a 49er, and you will be a 49er. If you don't, you will sit your butt down. I feel so much better after saying that, Juan. I want to thank you for allowing me that moment. But what?
Yeah.
Am I right?
We're in trouble. We're in trouble with the cutting situation on Saturday. We have too much in there, and we need to figure out something because it's not going to be good if you have Rush out there.
I tell you, man, on the cut list, yeah, no, he can't be cut.
I hope not.
Well, let me check it out to see who's. Is that Derek?
Yeah.
Derek, hello, Derek. Derek, come in, Derek.
Hello, sir.
Well, Derek, get your headphones together because I'm hearing a lot of noise. Derek, I'm here.
Yeah.
Derek, here's the thing, Derek. You got to make a cut list. Juan and I were just talking about that. Who in the world are you going to cut? You can't, and you know what? I know you're looking at Don, and some people are probably looking at Dante Johnson, but just like Juan explained to me a few minutes ago, come on, man, you cannot judge Dante Johnson. You have to judge him on his whole body of work. I just know Dante just made me mad tonight because you remember that tackle at the beginning of the game when Dante had his arms around the dude and the dude just spun out of the tackle? That kind of pissed me off. But
Yeah, it's a little bit. But I mean, in terms of coverage, he didn't do too awful.
No.
But the first guy I'm cutting is Jeff Driscoll. I mean,
he's a rookie. He's a rookie.
That's what I'm saying. That might just get him on the roster because he's a rookie. But the way Ponder's happy today, I mean, that second interception he threw, that the guy was running back, that was the worst throw I've ever seen. That was horrible.
I agree. You know what?
I don't want. And I try to be optimistic. I don't want to sound like a hater on these.
No. You Jeff, you know how much Jeff is getting flack. You know how your boys will call you now, even if his teammates don't say anything, even if the coach doesn't say anything or his mom doesn't say anything, I guarantee you his boys called him up. Your boys will never give you a break. His boys called him up. Oh, Jeff, man, you suck today, man. I can't tell you how bad you suck, dude. They should make you walk back to San Francisco. If I'm Jeff, okay, you know what? Call me back later. Because he is getting it.
One of his boys probably like, hey man, can you give me your jersey and I can just pretend to be you? Because I could probably go in there and play quarterback a million times better than that with a blindfolded.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
That's ridiculous.
That's what he's getting.
I mean, that's his biggest problem though, is that he can move around in the pocket. He can take off if he needs to. But the fact that he doesn't have experience or the fact that he can't throw the ball at all
Yeah.
makes it difficult for him to be able. First of all, he doesn't read the field well at all. He's trying to force stuff all night, and then he throws these little floaters
That everybody can pick off.
Yeah, everybody can pick off, or he throws dirt balls. It's just.
It was not. It was not a Jeff Driscoll night. And you know what's so funny? You could see his frustration. Jeff was pissed off when that dude came running back down the field. And how many quarterbacks do you see manhandle a defender coming back down the field?
Oh my God!
Jeff grabbed his ass and just threw him into the dirt. I have never seen a quarterback do that to anybody. So I said, you know what? I had to laugh at that point. I was pissed off. And then when I saw Jeff throw the dude in the dirt and just like bury him, I said, damn.
I know.
I said, Driscoll's a strong boy.
I know. He's a pretty big QB. I mean, it's just got to learn how to throw the ball.
Yeah, he goes through there. Derek, let me get Bill.
What's up, Ronbo?
Bill, winning football, man. You know what? I know between us, we can celebrate this win. I can't get too excited around rival fans because they always give me like, oh, man, you're 49ers, you need to celebrate. That's the only games you're going to be winning. I'm going to go in the IG, and I'm going to start some shit on purpose. Watch every Raider and Hawk fan. Is anybody watching the Raiders game?
Oh, they lost.
The only problem I have with that is because the problem is it's the Raiders, the two of the teams I hate more. What is the worst food in the world? The Raiders are like canned spinach. I mean, the thing is, if I take two of the teams I hate the most and they're playing each other, it doesn't matter which ones it wins, but I'm starting to think I'm leaning more toward the Raiders because the Raiders talk more shit. They come on, hey, Drexy, where's Drexy? That's my boy. Drexy comes in and types up a whole lot of hogwash. Every time I open up my computer and start talking to the 49er fans, here's Drexy. 49ers, you guys are such losers. You guys suck, man. You guys won't win one game this season. Excuse me. It's Frexy.
Ronbo?
Yeah.
Ronbo, if we lose Kaepernick, we're going to have a problem getting a quarterback situation together. I don't have trust in Blaine Gabbert. I think we should cut Blaine. Trade Blaine, but keep Cap.
Who's that on the phone?
That's me. It's
Bill. Well,
there's talks of him being traded to Minnesota.
Who?
Kaepernick.
Really? When did you hear that?
I heard that like about 2 or 3 days ago when he a little bit longer when he didn't stand for the national anthem.
No. You know what? That was 2 or 3 days ago. And you know what? Here's the thing about that. The Kaepernick controversy has slid upward. It's like now you got a lot of citizens that are saying, well, okay, it's his right. And so the hatred is starting to ease up a little bit. So maybe now the 49ers are going to think we don't have to trade him. In Minnesota, if they're going to do anything, they're probably going to go after Ponder because Cap still brings in an element that they probably won't go for. And here's another thing. Chip Kelly, there's no way in God's green earth that he's going to trade Gabbert. For one thing, he's going to keep his two best quarterbacks. We don't have two better quarterbacks than Gabbert and Cap.
I trust in Driscoll. We build Driscoll up. He could actually be good. Yeah, he messed up today. He's a rookie, like you said.
Be objective. Be objective. Driscoll's not ready. If we lose we lose our starting quarterback, you're not going to bring Driscoll in. We will go 3 and whatever then.
We got to train him for at least a year, at least 2 seasons.
Well, you got to give him a year. In the meantime, you can't get rid of Gabbert to Minnesota. You got to keep Gabbert for at least a year. Then, how about that?
I think right now is Gabbert looking hot, and I know he'll become. If you guys remember the Kansas City Chiefs and Albert Gerback, that's who Blaine Gabbert reminds me of.
But you got to keep.
Right now is the best time to get at least around a second round, if not a first round draft pick off of Blaine Gabbert and trade him.
Wow.
Bill, remember Trent Baalke's job, Chip Kelly's job is on the line. You can't run that risk. You got to try to get as strong as you can. Driscoll doesn't keep the roster as strong as you can get it. They got to get through this year. And if they do, then you talk about getting rid of Gabbert for whatever, But now this year...
What if Gabbert becomes the starting quarterback? What if Gabbert starts choking?
Well,
then you're taking a big wild card. I mean,
no.
We got a good team.
Just like...
a good defense.
Just like you...
Gabbert...
I'm listening.
But Gabbert, I mean, I've seen clip on him. I've watched him, and he just reminds me too much of Albert Gerback. and I'm saying this right offhand, and I haven't been wrong about the quarterbacks in the past. This guy reminds me too much of Albert Gerback, and he will end up choking.
But the thing is, you don't have two better quarterbacks. No, you cannot spend a year trading one because of that. You gotta wait. And and Ponder, I really wonder what they're gonna do with Ponder, because they're not gonna get rid of Driscoll. He's going to the practice squad.
And they're gonna keep Ponder.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think they should keep Ponder and get rid of Galbert.
Well, I mean
Ponders looks better than Galbert.
that's wishful.
Ponder's way better than Galbert.
That's wishful thinking, but it's unrealistic. It's not gonna happen. And that's, so I'm saying.
Expectations in Jacksonville were crazy.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
And this is, I mean, you see the system they have this year, a way better offensive line. I think he'll do at least decent.
Yeah, no. He's too. It's like Kelly says. He's my two best quarterbacks. He wasn't talking about Ponder and Driscoll. He's talking about Gabbert and Cap. Yeah, he's talking about this. They're not going anywhere.
So who do you think the starter's going to be? Who do you think the season starter's going to be?
I don't know. You never know what Kelly's going to do. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, because the thing is, did he see enough in Cap tonight to start him? I don't know. Is he not happy with Gabbert? I don't know.
I just think because Gabbert's had more practice.
I think Gabbert will start the first 3 seasons, and then he'll be switched to be Kaepernick if they keep him.
Could be. You know what though? I noticed something about Chip Kelly quarterbacks. Did you see how good Thaddeus Lewis looked?
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. I'm concerned. How come Thaddeus Lewis looks as good as he did? Thaddeus Lewis looked like the most relaxed quarterback I'd ever seen in my life.
I mean,
before he came to that game. That has more to do, I think, with Kelly than it does Thad, because he was with Kelly for a year.
Yeah, Lewis is an up-tempo, mobile quarterback who can make big plays out of nothing.
Yeah.
That's what you get with Kaepernick and Gabbert, too. So I think...
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Which one of them can actually draw the most from Kelly? That's what it's going to come down to. And then, like you say, maybe they make another competition mid-season, 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. Because Cap is just still... I think Kelly said Cap is at 88% of his capacity. I mean, he needs to get about 10, 15 more percent. He's still out there just learning and things like that. So I think he's not ready to go opening night. Just be my wild guess.
Well, let me take a bite of the apple. Guys.
Adam's already bitten that apple. You can't do that again. It's all over. Men will always be subservient to women.
Okay. Well, what was on display today? When you want to talk about character, someone who doesn't get flustered under the pressure when the world hates you, when everybody expects you to fail and crack up under the pressure. What did Cap do? He led him on a first series drive when the world is against them. That's the kind of character you need when you're going into a playoff game in a hostile environment and the moment's not too big for you. He did it in the past, and he showed that he's not going to crack under pressure when the world is hating on him. That's what you need.
Now remember, Monty, his teammates are with him. Half that locker room is definitely with him. Didn't Eric Reed take a knee with him on the sideline tonight?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, he's got support. He's not feeling all alone.
But the world was against him.
Yeah.
Everybody's waiting for him to fail.
I mean,
they were going to say, see, Cap is over. He's done. He's out of the league. They're going to cut him. Everybody was waiting for that.
What's funny is
I believe in Cap, and I'm a Cap guy. Thank you, man. You're right.
No, Cap,
he
did good.
I like Kaepernick.
He did good for himself tonight. No doubt about it. From last week, he did really good for himself this week. No doubt about that.
I mean, that'll bring tears to your eyes, guys. That's the character we need for these big moment games. When you're in the 12s in that second game, you can't crack under the pressure. You need character.
I will contradict that for a second, because Kaepernick's always struggled in Seattle. That's always been his biggest adversary is Seattle. And they've even said it, like, to see in a Seattle jersey must make him cringe.
But now, right. But now let's think about the NFL, guys. Cap, this actually makes the NFL more profitable. Think about it.
True.
You got your villain going into the season. This is much-watched TV now. This is much-watched TV.
You know what?
Watch TV.
There's a point that I bet you a few people thought of. Goodell must be eating this up. Goodell's probably said, "All right, listen. Let's go ahead and go with this. Let's get the media busy on this, And every time Cap comes into town, you're going to have more people actually going to filling up the stadiums, hoping that
Exactly.
Cap's going to lose.
Exactly.
Now,
What
and
else?
Amani, here's the thing, Amani. You know from what you've seen tonight, this team it's got character. Not only Cap, but the rest of the team's got character. These guys are not going to give it up. The 49ers are going to win more games than people anticipate. And I read an article yesterday which made me smile too. Guy says, when you have an offensive line and a defensive line like the 49ers do, which was not anticipated, because the 49ers are actually strong on the offensive and the defensive line of their first stringers for sure, that keeps any ball club in a game, no matter who they're playing. The 49ers are going to win way more games. And one guy ended it by saying the 49ers will go at minimum 7-9.
Right. But for the interest of the NFL, starting Cap is your storyline going
Good.
into the
Oh,
season.
yeah.
That's
not
true.
so much watch TV.
Comes back from injury, starts.
Yeah, that's
into
true.
the
That's
playoffs,
true.
That would be the ultimate redeem.
And
And
maybe
a Super Bowl win.
And maybe Jed York would go with that. He might, because you know the York family is about the cash.
I know.
Chip, can I get you in Trent my office, please? Yeah. Listen, guys, I have an angle I want to run past you, and then this whole story unfolds. Would that be fun or what? I have to laugh.
It's gonna be Kaepernick and 49ers against the world.
Yeah, there you go. There's your bottom
There you go.
theme right there.
Right.
Listen, I have no problem with that. If you know, I just want to see Cap in 100% shape, and somebody give that boy some meat. Come on, man. I'm not sure if I want Cap as a vegan. Give him a steak or two. Get him some chicken. Come on, black people have to eat chicken. It's part of our DNA buildup. Come on, man. Give him some food. Because Cap says I can build muscle as a vegan. No, Cap, you got to have some muscle, man. So, you know.
Protein in there, man.
Yeah, or a protein shake. But if you're a vegan, you can't have a protein shake unless it's made out of soy. Soy doesn't do anything for anybody.
I know. He's got to eat steak, ground beef,
Yes.
chicken, tri-tip, beef tip.
And he's not going to get fat because it's not part of his body. Cap does not get fat. He gets
Oh,
strong,
that's-
but he doesn't get fat.
I remember seeing him a couple years ago. He was one of the most ripped quarterbacks I've ever seen.
Oh.
And now he looks like
No, they don't
it's
get.
like he had the muscle sucked out of him or something.
When Cap works out, he works out. But you know, recuperating, he lost his muscle mass because the fact you're laying around, you can't do anything. But he's
Yeah,
getting
but the
stronger
surgery,
now.
You know? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he made some good decisions tonight too. I can see
Yeah, he
the
did.
side coming in. Must be the afro. I don't know.
You know what I want? Here's the thing. What Cap needs, I like this game because tonight the defense, they could, offensive line kept those guys off of him. He could actually
I
read
know.
the field. That's what he needs. Now,
Did you see Marcus Martin tonight?
hey,
Everybody hates Marcus Martin.
I do, and I don't anymore. I was just telling Juan about that.
I saw Marcus Martin. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, he's probably gonna be kind of scrubbing today. They're gonna get some sacks on Kaepernick.
Oh, hey, Cap's interviewing right now, guys.
Here's the thing. If Marcus Martin is one of the guys I was going to cut, Corey Lemon was another guy I cut, and actually Corey had a pretty good game tonight.
Lemier's the curse, man.
I know, man, but you know what? I wonder who's going to get. But he can't beat out Marcus.
Rush.
He can't
Marcus
be.
Rush.
He can't be Rush out. He can't do it. It's too late.
Rush is younger. He's better. He's in the preseason. He's tearing it up. Say what you want about it being against second or third strings, but
No.
I think he can handle it.
No. That's the thing. If you dominate the second and third string like that, that means you should be moved up. That doesn't mean anything about anything other than that. That just means you need to be
Hey,
moved
guys.
up into more of an equal competition.
Guys, y'all watching NFL Total Access?
No.
Cap's on.
No, they'll run that in the loop. It'll be back on. I'll watch that a little later.
Oh.
But yeah,
Alright.
because I got NFL Game Pass. But man, I tell you what I do enjoy is if that's our second string. Now we got backup. These guys, some of those guys can come in and they can do a good job. There's some guys that need a little more
But
work.
that's just we have more depth than people think. I mean, if Driscoll doesn't throw those two pigs, the Chargers wouldn't have scored more than 13 points.
True.
And that's a fact.
That's true. And they couldn't run in the beginning.
They could not run the ball on us.
Yeah.
It's just the depth is a lot
In the
more.
third quarter, they did a lot.
They did a
I know,
lot.
kind of scared me. They were running all over us like we weren't there.
I know. And
Marcus
all of a
Rush.
sudden-
Until
Oh, Energizer Bunny.
yeah, when did Rush come into the game? Did anybody notice?
About early mid third quarter and played from there on.
Yeah, because when he came into the game, The whole complexion of the defense just shifted.
Oh, the energy
turned.
went. The energy skyrocketed.
Yeah.
On the defensive front. Our defensive front was getting bullied like before he came in, and then just goes crazy.
Who was that running back from San Diego that came running through the middle and not touched?
Oh, that big old dude. I don't know his name. It's just.
And you know what
big
made
old dude.
and you know what made me mad? Lynch was in the game at that point. I tell you,
I don't think Aaron Lynch is season ready at all.
I'm sure he's not. And maybe his mind is like, I'm gonna be playing the first 4 games. Maybe he's bummed out. But I hope he gets over that.
Because he looked really lazy.
Yeah. He took some plays off tonight, and I saw it.
Oh.
And if I saw it,
I've never seen him take plays off like that. I mean, I've seen it a couple times, but for a guy who's going to come in and be the number 1 rusher now, you got to be a little more consistent, especially if the preseason's your chance to get ready for the season and you're going to miss 4 games, make the most of your time before the season. Don't go in there and take plays off and look lackadaisical and look like you know.
you know, and even as we speak, I know he's at home or at the hotel. I'm still gonna make this team because I know they ain't gonna call me back for testing anytime soon. I see it already happening, you know.
I see it already.
Aaron's got to straighten up, man, because we cannot afford another OLB that can't keep his nose clean during the season, man.
We cannot have another Alden Smith.
No, especially our best offensive lineman, man, outside linebacker. Man.
I mean, we'll talk about off the subject for real quick. Did you guys see Michael Wilhoit tonight?
He made me mad, man. He made me mad again.
I think that must suck for him to go from being a starter. Because when you're a starter and you're going out there and you're playing in the 4th quarter of the last preseason game,
trying to earn your job. Hey, cause was Ray in the game tonight? I never noticed.
No, he didn't even suit up today.
Okay, see,
the starter.
And Hodges Jr. was out there messing up though.
Yeah, I think it was Scove and Wilhoit for pretty much the whole game.
Okay, so I guess Hodges Jr. and Ray are in.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much. And
definitely.
For Wilhoit to go from being a starter to being out there with the 3rd string and missing tackles on the 3rd string, that's got to be infuriating for a veteran like him.
Yeah, you know what? It's his own fault, though. I mean, okay. You know what? If you get your feelings hurt at some point, your ego gets in the way. That's what could cause you to come out there and have a Wilhoit game.
Exactly.
You know.
I mean.
And you know who's gonna pick, and I guarantee who's gonna pick him up Monday. Take a guess.
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah, you might have a point there. I mean.
Seahawks gonna pick him up.
Oh yeah.
And any offensive lineman we get rid of, because any of our offensive linemen are better than any Seahawks lineman. He's on his way to Seattle too. Even Marcus Martin.
We like to get our leftovers. That's for sure.
When you have the offensive line that the Seahawks have, you will take anything you can find. And especially the rival team, the 49ers, if I could get one of their offensive linemen, I could pick his brain for whatever he learned and get him in there. Hey, so let me who is that? Is that Michael?
Yeah.
Michael, what's up, man? What do you got to say about this game tonight?
Well, it was really good. I was just listening on the radio. So, but
Oh, that's right. Michael's in Australia.
Yeah, so I've got I think 3 guys that stand out for me. Rush. Oh man, I like that guy a lot. I don't know if he doesn't get picked. I don't know what's happening.
No, they'll be all right. He's on.
And I like Taylor. His runs in the last quarter were really good.
Yes.
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 And that was really promising. He's almost like I could imagine maybe the end of this season, maybe next season, him and Hyde.
Where is Sean Drawn?
Still hurt.
Yeah.
Where's the missing poster for Sean Drawn?
And the last guy, I reckon, just the aggression of Ponder. It's just like he just long bombs. He just wants to get. He just goes very aggressive. And I just like that aggression. But
yeah, I don't know what the 49ers are going to do about Ponder. That's really a scary situation because
aggression.
Yeah, he's
really aggressive.
He is, and he gets it done is the thing, you know. I mean,
and like you always think when he's got the ball, he's going to go. You think you're gonna like when he's got the ball when he's on. You know, it's like, hey, there's going to be points on. We got a possibility of getting some more points. But it was sort of looking a bit slow before he got on. So I mean, as soon as he came on, we just collected all of his points.
Team changed.
It was amazing.
True. And, I just keep wondering about Ponder, though. I want to see him with the ones so bad. It's like you need one more preseason game to let him start. I want to know, is he really? Because, people forget, he's the guy that was with Minnesota a few years ago that beat hell out of the 49ers all-star defense. I'm not talking about he just won. He beat the hell out of them. Ponder was good a few years ago. Why he was unemployed recently, I have no idea. But Ponder is real. That's why I want to see him against the ones in Chip Kelly's offense. Dude is scary.
Mate. Yeah, but so those are the three standouts. And I think Kaepernick's first quarter, I think he did really well under the circumstances. I think he looked really good. I mean, obviously, won't play. Were they playing against the ones? They weren't.
No. Those were the twos.
Twos, yeah. But I mean, like he seemed to have a lot of time on his hand, and he just, I don't know, he was making. I don't know if you noticed this, Ronbo. Like when he wasn't shooting bullet-like passes. It was like he was taking.
I meant to mention that
off it, and it was just that was actually picked up a lot in commentary that they were just. He was a bit more lighter on these passes.
Yeah, everybody noticed that. That's true. Touch.
Yeah, the touch.
Touch, yes. When receivers were just a few yards away, touch them. Don't bullet, touch. And he did it. That's true.
He threw a really nice pass to Blake Bell, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they got that offensive pass interference. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah.
It was perfect touch, lofted it perfectly.
Yeah.
But because they saw the extension of the arms, they called the penalty. It ruined the drive. But it was just beautiful. Just how... That's where his experience. When he came in, 21 points in the fourth quarter. When Driscoll was in, we had like 4 passing yards as a team.
I know, don't talk about Jeff. Act like he wasn't there tonight. I feel sorry for him. That was really sad. He really blew it tonight.
He might be in and over his head right now.
He is. And I just hope his confidence is not shot down to the ground. He's got to go home, shake it off. You're a rookie. Don't worry about it. We're going to work on some things. You'll be okay. This is just one. You weren't bad last week. Because, with the psyche of a rookie, you got to be careful. Don't let him think too much. Just get over it and let's move on. We got things to build on.
Take this season, take some mental notes, and come back next season and try to earn a job.
There you go. There you go. March money's in that. March money.
Yeah, what's up?
March, man, I know you got plenty of things to say tonight. Go ahead, man. The floor is all yours, March Money.
Yeah, so, man, it sucks, man. I had to finish my homework, so I couldn't watch the
March
whole
Money. Wait.
game,
March
but,
Money, you're in school already?
I've been in school like 3 weeks, man.
God, man, they really treat you bad. What school are you attending?
I start before everybody and get out after everybody, which sucks.
Wait. When is your session end? And is it end in June or July?
Oh, no, June.
You're out in June? Okay. But you got to go back to school in the middle of August? March Money, you got our sympathies, though, man. That's cold. Anyway, go ahead. What do you want to say?
Yeah, I just want to say Rashard Robinson out there was a beast.
Yes.
I like
He's
those
locked
2
down.
interceptions. Yeah, I like that.
And he's going to get better, too.
They need to pay him already. Lock him up. He did mess up on that
one play. That's true.
Yeah, he went backwards or whatever.
Yeah. But he was trying to get some yards. He was trying to be a hero. He got stupid.
Yeah.
For a minute.
I understand.
That's that rookie mentality.
Being a rookie, yeah, I understand, but that was just beautiful. And that second one where he batted it down, and then was that Stove? Is that how you pronounce his name? Stove? I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Rush got the pick, I think.
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, Rush. Yeah, but that was really nice right there. And like I said, when Chip Kelly had got signed that day, I believe we had a show. Cab's back. The team is back. Starting lineups, probably gonna see, I don't know, Kevin Taylor, Cap. Who's that guy that we got from the Jets? Oh, no, it wasn't the Jets.
Detroit. Yeah, that's Jeremy.
Detroit, yeah.
Jeremy. What's Jeremy's last name?
Kelmer. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you probably
Curly.
see him starting next. Yeah. You'll probably see him starting with Torrey Smith or whatever, but
Yeah, because DeAndre White lost. DeAndre White did not make a good showing tonight, but Curry didn't get much reps either, though. So you can't really tell. They're going to work that out in practice, I imagine. But Curly was brought over for the slot, so he'll probably win, though. I mean, my guess.
You know that starting linebacker position. I think that's going to go to I don't know how to pronounce his name right. Is it Shove?
Scove?
I don't know.
Scove?
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Yeah, but Scove is Ray will beat him out because Scove doesn't have his coverage is kind of shaky. So Ray Armstrong has been the man. Actually, they're probably going to platoon between Scove. I mean, not Scove, but Ray, and of course Hodges Jr. But you know what? Here's the thing: they all better be lucky that Ballore did not hurt his knee. Ballore is a Mike from the word go. He would be Bowman's. He would give them all a little trouble. That dude gets into the backfield fastest. I mean, he runs past Bowman to get into the backfield, man. I'm telling you, that dude is scary, man. That's just, I don't know why they call this dude just a special teams player. That dude outplays, the only guy that gets into the backfield faster than him that we have that's new is Ronald Blair. There's another guy that if he has 3 or 4 inches of daylight, Ronald Blair is on your ass. He's in there, man. And that's the same way with Ballore. These are the guys, these are the anti-Wilson players. These are the guys that could get Wilson before he takes off. You can tell they're building this team to stop Wilson. Huh?
Seahawks are not going to be good this year.
Who?
I mean, they lost. I said the Seahawks.
Yeah.
They're not going to be good this year. You got J.R. Sweezy gone. You got Irvin gone. You got what's his name?
Beast Mode gone.
That's number one.
Beast Mode. I think his name was Measley. I don't know. Something Measley. I don't know. The defensive tackle, starting defensive tackle, he's gone. I mean, they're not going to be good as everybody portray him. Especially that guy on Sports Center. What's his name? What's his name? He always talks about us. Oh, we're trash. They suck. They need a new.
Wait, are you talking about the NFL Network? Or are you talking about? Because if you're talking about Heath Evans,
Heath Evans.
Yeah, Heath Evans. That's NFL Network. ESPN's got about 2 guys, but they're not. If you're talking about ESPN, that'd be Screaming Stephen A. Smith, who hates Chip Kelly. Something happened between those two, man.
I like Stephen A. Smith.
But he hates Chip.
Stephen A. Smith screams at everybody.
Ooh, he hates Chip Kelly. My goodness, that man hates Chip Kelly.
But I guess I said the wrong network.
Chip Kelly's going to bring back blue-collar coaches to football. Is what he's
gonna do. And I was the one that said, just so y'all know, I said that we're at least going to go 7-9. But I predict this year we are going, okay? We are going.
Wait. Give him a drum roll. Ping. Go ahead.
We are going 10-6.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We're going to have a rough start. We're going to have a rough start versus the divisional.
It's a little late, but you still got it.
Later down the line, there's going to be win after win after win after win. Those first couple of games, hey.
March money, I tell you what, you know how even I was talking, when people say 11-5, I was saying, but you know what? If indeed the 49ers win against the Rams, which I anticipate that should not be a fail, if the 49ers go into Carolina and win the game, they will go 11-5. You know why? Their confidence will be sky high. They will no longer fear doing a damn thing. And that means the third week the Seahawks will get they will get trashed.
No, Ronbo,
12-4.
This is what
I like that.
This is what I was thinking.
Wait. Let March Money finish. We'll move. March, go ahead, man. Sorry, let somebody else talk. Go ahead.
All right, real quick. We will beat the Rams. I think it's the first time we go against the Seahawks. That might be a loss. Panthers a loss. That second time we face the Cardinals and the Seahawks and the Rams. Those are all wins. The Jets is a win. I think we go against the Bears. That's a win.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'm just saying, the first half is going to be crappy. The second half, we're going to be winning back-to-back.
Yeah,
so that's what I have to say.
Yeah, well, okay, I'll go with that.
It just sucks because I wanted Myles Garrett in the draft, but, I mean...
Myles Garrett?
Whatever.
Wait.
Myles Jack?
Yeah. Oh, Myles Jack.
No, he's from A&M. I think his name is Miles Garrett.
Oh, he's coming this year, I think.
Oh, okay. Before we go to anything else, I want to ask you, who's next? Give me. Is it Amani? Michael?
Yeah.
It's Michael? Yeah. Let me give this question to Amani first, though. Amani, what do you think about Ruben Randall?
Ruben Randall.
Yeah, the Jets just got rid of. I think his last name. That's Ruben Randall, right? Yeah, the Jets just got rid of Ruben for some reason. I don't understand why. 6'2", one of the premier receivers, 25 years old, and I did like the kid Weiland tonight. He did more than I thought he could do. Weiland is a guy that Cap threw to in the first quarter, and he just barely missed getting a touchdown. But the thing is, him I didn't really realize he could do that. He wasn't bad in the first quarter. But I'm thinking one more long, tall receiver because I just don't see DeAndre Smelter ever being healthy this year. He didn't play tonight. He was supposed to. His hamstrings are still killing him. I got to think about guys with hamstrings now. I don't care what else is wrong with your body. If I hear about you having a hamstring problem, if I'm the coach, I got to cut you. Because your hamstrings are always going to be a problem.
Right. Well, I don't think it would be good to bring anyone in right now. So
too late, yeah.
Yeah. Let's just roll with the players we have because you don't want to offset the locker room continuity by bringing someone else in at this particular time. Now, I think that with Torrey Smith, you got Curly in the slot, and you got Dres Anderson. You got Kajus. You can switch them off. We have enough to start. We got good tight ends, so I think we'll be okay. Remember, the receivers. You don't really need big name receivers. Carolina didn't have their number one guy last year, and they went all the way to the Super Bowl. Seattle, they don't have big name receivers, so it's never about big money receivers.
They got Jimmy Graham. They used to.
Well, as soon as he got hurt, that's when they started playing better last year.
Amani, you talked me right out of that. Okay, you're right. Forget about Ruben.
Yeah. So we don't need the receivers are okay with the ones we have.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I just saw him yesterday. I looked at, oh my God, Ruben Randall is available. How come?
Oh yeah.
But then again, maybe there's a problem there. You start picking players up. They're good players that you've seen good players, and all of a sudden the team got rid of them. There may be a reason.
Yes, for sure.
So yeah, okay. I withdraw.
Maybe.
I withdraw that wish. Oh God. All right. Hey, Michael, come back to you, man. What do you want to say?
Well, if you're looking for a tall guy, I mean, Kajus can replace any tall guy with his vertical leap. He's
36 inches. That's 3 feet in the air. He's already 6'4". Good point.
Yeah. Going back to your point about our draw and what we're going to get in terms of wins and losses, I'm a bit. I don't. To be honest, I don't care what the sort of the end goal is, as long as we improve. I mean, if we improve 20-30% in the offense and defense, that's all I really care about. Because you got to understand, there'll be other teams, they'll be improving. They're gonna get better players as well as, and so. But the difference is how much more are we improving than the other teams that we're playing against each other. And I guess then the third point, the draw that we're playing this year versus last year. I mean, it's sort of chalk and cheese in terms of, I guess the hardness of it. So, if we got let's say we got we got 5-11 last year, that's probably equivalent to a 3-13 this year, because of the schedule's a lot tougher. So, I think in fairness, if we get 6 wins. I don't know who's flushing their toilet there.
Every week we get that now. Every week somebody goes to the bathroom on us. It's okay.
So, I think we shouldn't be really, if we not focus so much on this, how many wins and losses, more or less of whether we're improving as a unit.
Yes.
But, and I think the only thing that's going to sort of stop us or hold us back a little bit is our depth and injuries. I think, as you saw with Armstead and a number of other guys.
Don't say that word, injury, Michael.
Sorry. I know, but like, I'm just it's funny, you got like guys like I can't remember his name now, but
what position does he play?
Our wide receiver, and
this year.
Yeah, Ellington. That's
Bruce Ellington. Yeah.
Ellington goes on the field for a couple of snaps, and he's injured, and then Smeltuck, can barely. You have to get him out there in a body bag.
I know he can't. Yeah, the guy, he's amazing.
Yeah, and so like it's just those things. And Armstead, he's another guy that I'm he's nursing an injury, and we don't really know much about it. And look, it's we lose a couple of key guys, and then potentially sure they could open the door for someone else, but. That's these are all the little different factors that we have to think about. So but I think we're gonna, if we can improve 20%, like I think what did we average? 15 points or 16 points.
Last season?
Yeah, offense.
Yeah, if we did, at the most we had 14.
Yeah,
as an average. Yeah.
That's all I'm looking for a big improvement in that space. Now, look, did you guys see the game against was it Broncos versus?
Chicago?
No, the team that we're going to play first round.
You mean the Rams?
The Rams, yeah. I thought they played. From what I saw, I thought they were quite competitive at a number of times. So, Cardinals was it? Okay. Well, the first team that we're playing, I think it's. We were always saying, we're going to win against the Rams, I just feel a bit weird. We don't want to get too complacent because, they might come out and surprise a few of us. So we just have to be on our ball, I think, on that, and just be really, on our game, essentially, and just take it up to straight up, basically shock them. So we don't want to be on the back foot.
And that's a good point. So, here's the thing, though. You got to... Jeff Fisher has a history of doing very foolish things. Now... If he starts Jared Goff Monday night like he's getting a lot of pressure to do, that is definitely a 49er win. Because what they're going to probably try to do is they're going to try to run. If they try to run on the 49ers, the first line offense or defense that night is not going to let him get away with what he got away with last year. So that's why pretty much it depends because they don't have Case Keenum is not bad. But I don't think he can beat this 49er team. And actually, I was looking at it realistically because the only thing is, and also I'm looking at this, the Ram defense, what they do is they pin their ears back and they come at you. The 49ers are going to be able to take advantage of that aggression. And on a very, very lot of plays, they're going to sink them into things. And I can already see that coming right now. The more aggressive a defense is, the more Kelly can take advantage of you. Because Kelly's offense predicates off of a defense that's really aggressive. If the linebackers are coming like gangbusters, they're dead meat. Now the quarterback is going to have people open. If they sit back at home, now the quarterback's going to run. They're going to be on their heels most of the game. Jeff Fisher is not that smart. That's why I know. Now, if we ran against Minnesota and their defense, it's another story. Even the Seahawks, their defense, it's another story. It could be tough. But certain teams that are all out mad dog and killing quarterbacks and things like that, that's the kind of guy the 49ers can take advantage of. That's what I'm looking at with them. So therefore, it's like the shoe going into the foot going into the right fitting shoe for us on that game. So yeah, Carolina scares me because Kuechly and those guys, these guys are smart. They're not just brute. They're not just tough. They're brilliant out there on defense. That's what scares me about them. The Cardinals are the same way. The Cardinals have guys that are good and also smart. That's why, there's a couple of games that, oh, man. That's yeah.
Anyways, Ronbo?
Yeah.
You're talking about Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Carolina plays before they play us?
Who they play?
Denver.
Oh, yeah, that's their opening game.
And Denver's going to rough them up so bad, they're going to be coming in to face us sore, tired, and aching. You don't want to do that when you face Frisco.
Tell you something else, too. If Denver wins that game, they're going to. The 49ers are going to have all kind of confidence. Because
that's exactly what's going to happen.
Because with the 49ers, the first units, we hung really well with the Broncos. Maybe that could have been because we played them for 3 days. The Broncos were actually afraid to throw on Jimmy Ward. Did you see that? You remember that? They had seen Jimmy. They seen Ward all week, and they didn't even try to test him. They went after Brock, and Brock held firm. That was an interesting game. Ward's getting all kind of respect already. I said, well, maybe because they seen him enough. They said, okay, let's leave Jimmy alone. Let's work on the other side of the field. But
But anyways, Carolina lost some key players as well
yeah.
from last year.
Josh
They're not
Norman.
the same Carolina.
Josh, I wonder how much difference. I guess he'll make a big difference, though.
It's going to be
Still
a
got
big
good
difference.
bones.
Carolina's not going to beat us. And what you need to look at is not the team we face, but who do they face before us? 2 or 3 games before, because like you say, injuries can play a factor, and what was meant to be a loss for us ends up being a win.
I like that.
Touching on that point.
I just wish we didn't play Monday night.
I mean, it's just we played New England a couple years back. Then we had to play Seattle in Seattle right after that. I could tell our team was tired.
Tom Brady's getting suspended.
But he'll be back for us.
Yup.
We're going to beat New England. I guarantee you, we're going to beat
Hey.
New England.
Bruce Arians said it. We're the sleeper. We're the sleeper.
We are.
The
I like it.
The Rams are the NFC sweetheart to be a sleeper, even though we are. So screw the Rams. But I think we're gonna sneak in there with about at least 9 wins, at least.
Nah, we're going to have a 12-4 season, guys. I'm telling you, I'm calling it before it starts.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll come back down to 11-5, but 12-4 would definitely make me happy. At least I'm coming off my 10-6, Bill.
That's if we keep Kaepernick.
Well, yeah, he's not going anywhere for sure. But I'm coming off my 10-6. I'll go with you guys on 11-5. Yeah, I'll go 11-5. You guys go 12-4. I'll go 11-5. No problem.
Trading for Mark
I'll go
Sanchez.
12-4.
Let me-
I feel good. I'm looking at the schedules and who they're facing before, and I'm getting realistic here, man. We're gonna have a 12-4 season, and next time I come up on here, I'm gonna give you the wins and losses.
No, dude.
Bill,
10-6.
I like that, Bill.
10-6 is realistic.
You know something, March Winter.
That's all Chip Kelly puts up. 10-6 seasons.
At this point, March, I gotta tell you though, you beginning of the season, it's hard to see who's gonna mess up, because last year Indy was supposed to be in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, and that didn't even come close to happening. Both of them teams got trashed. And who would have thought that Denver and Carolina almost went undefeated? My God, it's hard to call these seasons. So, so here's what's going to happen. Now, the Cardinals look like poo-poo last year in the preseason, but the Cardinals look like worse than poo-poo this year in preseason. It's time for the Cardinals to come back down anyway. They've been it's just 3 years in a row. Yeah, and Carson Palmer's starting to look worse and worse. Has age caught up with Carson Palmer?
Possibly.
Because that dude does not look right this year at all. And I mean, maybe he's going to snap out of it in 2 weeks, but I can't imagine that.
His style of play is force it down the field, take shots,
and hope his guys catch it.
Exactly. But when you have
You're right, Derek.
When you have Fitzgerald and Michael Floyd, you can do that. But as Fitzgerald gets older and
Slower.
Michael Floyd is becoming less and less consistent
Mhm.
in hockey,
Mm-hmm.
and you get older and you can't zip those balls. You saw what Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
By the time he retired,
He looked like he was shot putting, right? The ball was coming out, looked like it weighed 300 pounds.
I know. There is no way he'll be able to zip the ball down the field like usual, and he'll get worse and worse steadily. And then the Cardinals will have to start over at quarterback, and they'll be bad for a couple years, and that's an opening.
That's got to be true. I you know what? I don't want to say anything bad about the Cardinals because they freaked me out last year with what they did. Because I saw them in preseason, and Carson Palmer was going down in the dirt constantly too. But this year, I tell you, I gotta believe, man, that doesn't look good. That's not a good look at all. I mean, the Cardinals look bad in every game, and the ones were on the field too. But that, just like you said, Derek, that throwing the ball up in the air, 50,000 feet in the air, and it comes down, and somehow, like a heat-seeking missile, finds its target. I gotta believe that can't continue to work. Not this season. And we got the defensive backs that might be able to handle it. We just got wiped out. You guys go ahead and call back. That was not me who wiped you out, by the way. I don't know.
It's right. It's quite all right.
Yeah. Who was that?
It's Derek.
Derek. Hey, Derek. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Derek's back in. So that's what I'm saying. So I pretty much. It was probably Frexy who wiped out my entire line. Okay.
Yes.
Let me. Derek, you know who Frexy is? when you
No, no.
every now and when you get a chance, you've got to come over to the comments section. There's an Oakland Raider called Frexy. Wind down. Let me see what Frexy's talking about. Frexy's one of my favorite guys to pick on because he's a loser that likes to come over and talk to the 49ers about how bad we are. See you guys, Niners. He leaves with a note. See you guys, Niners suck. I'm going to bed. I have to work tomorrow. It's a good thing, too, Frexy, because we already know. Didn't the Raiders lose tonight?
The Raiders are everybody's sweetheart. And they're not even that good.
I know everybody's picking the Raiders to win the division. How are they going to get past Kansas City? They're not going to beat Kansas City.
I mean,
Kansas City's taking the division.
Oh, God, yes.
If Denver figures it out at quarterback, Denver's gonna take that division. But
Denver didn't
they
need
still
a
have a tough defense.
Yeah, but Denver didn't need a quarterback last year. They can run the ball. They got two good running backs. Yeah.
Exactly. And they have one of the toughest defense in the league still.
Yep.
Still.
Even though
Miller and Ware still, they got
that's it. Even though Malik got overpaid.
I got some news on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. How
We're
bad?
going to beat them. Romo is out for 8 games in the season.
Yeah, he gets to work out in Game 6. You know, I got to tell you though, Bill. You know what? I honestly, and I don't ever tell a Cowboy fan I said this. I am more worried about Dak Prescott than I am Tony Romo.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. He's
No.
not. He's fake, bro.
Is he?
I'm gonna say it
Yeah.
right now.
Okay.
He's fake.
Guys, convince me. Convince me, please. I want somebody to convince me not to worry about Dak Prescott. So I'm a little concerned because I already had that
Don't worry
game.
about no Prescott.
I had that game already won.
Cam Newton, rookie year, came out, tore it up in the preseason, and did absolutely crappy his rookie year in the regular season. In the first few games. I don't see Prescott. I mean, maybe Bryant and Williams and all them and Ezekiel Elliott could carry him, but I see Elliott becoming the main point of that offense. I see Prescott starting to struggle because it's the preseason. He's got a little bit of confidence. And the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, they got to play New York. They got to play Washington and Josh Norman. They got to play Philadelphia, who's got it all right, secondary, subpar, but still, some of those NFC opponents are just going to tear Prescott up, and that offensive line doesn't hold as good as people think. And Prescott's a young quarterback, a gunslinger, likes to run at times. He's not going to be able to get away with some of that stuff in the regular season. Things change from preseason to regular season.
Derek,
You know?
I will buy that, Derek. I feel better already.
Yes, you should.
I'm checking to see who they got the first 3 games before they face us, because he might be out of the game before he meets us.
And they don't have another quarterback after that. I think they have one more, but I don't know who that is. I thought I heard somewhere.
Oh, they got Chicago, bro. They got Giants, Redskins, and Chicago.
That's exactly what I
Chicago's going to
said.
tear him up.
It's
Yep,
Chicago,
and you're right.
And Josh Norman's gonna kill that kid's confidence. It's already. I can see.
And by the time they get us, we're going to whip them.
Fangio, yeah, they got to deal with Fangio. A rookie will not be able to deal with Fangio's defense. That's a good point.
No way.
Yeah.
And then they face us. You got. I think by then Jimmy Ward and Brock are gonna earn some respect.
Oh no, you know what? I really wasn't worried about them because I figured even no matter what happens, we would score too many. It would be a shootout if anything else. The Cowboys, I didn't see them outscoring us, but I did see them making it close and scary because of Elliott.
We need a receiver though.
We won't.
Yeah.
We won't. You know why? Because we got a lot of receivers out there trying to prove that they're the one.
I think
The
we-
one
I'm talking
is
about for the free agency. I'm thinking Deshaun Jackson. He already played in the Chip Kelly system.
you.
and he's
Oh,
pretty-
March money.
he's pretty
March.
cool.
Let me call time out here. You know, there's no way in hell Deshaun Jackson is going to be playing for Chip Kelly ever again in his life.
What?
You kidding me?
You want to make that bet?
Yeah, I'll make you. Deshaun Jackson, they don't like each other, man. That oh my God, that would never happen again. Is it, you'd be lucky to
They
get.
gonna meet together. They
Oh.
gonna get in a meeting and they gonna mint stuff.
Deshaun Jackson's a very petty, cocky, arrogant veteran.
You
You don't want to play like that. And
There's
Chip
two-
Kelly's one of those guys who's
That's
like, "Get outta here."
exactly Shady McCoy and Jackson.
Highway or the highway.
Yeah, Shady McCoy and Jackson will never play for Chip Kelly again.
What's
They-
Now I know McCoy won't, but I think Jackson will come. He'll ball out for us.
Hey, is Jackson unemployed right now?
No. I think he's.
Nah,
I think he's
he's with
looking
the
pretty far ahead. He's looking pretty far ahead towards like more next year, I think.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what you're talking about.
yeah.
I'm calling the
Or
Seattle
I mean, we
sweep
can get
in our
cutting.
division.
I'm calling it a Los
get
Angeles
Cutting
Rams
from,
sweep.
Wait, one at a
Holding.
time, guys.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was saying we can get Cunnington from Oregon. Because we really need a receiver.
I still don't think so. I
don't think we're good.
Yeah, I think Patton. I think Patton and Smith are going to be fine. And there's that one more guy, but I think there's about 3 guys to pick from. I don't see that.
Blake Bell, tight end.
Well, we got plenty.
Good.
No, we got plenty of tight ends. And hey, you know what? Vance McDonald is still my man. I've been telling people this since last year.
Selleck.
Yeah. Vance is like,
we're good.
Nobody can cover that big moose, man. Trying to cover him, only thing you can do, Vance McDonald will hurt you trying to bounce off him going downfield. And if you make the mistake like
quick.
that, and you know that receiver that in Texas, people say Vance put a move on him. That defender was not serious. 270 pounds coming at me. I'm going to pretend like I'm going after Vance, but I'll just sort of dive out of the way like he beat me out. The dude wanted nothing to do with Vance McDonald.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Vance romped into the end zone. I knew he was going to get past that guy.
I'm going to make a really bold prediction right now.
Go ahead.
Patton's going to lead the team in touchdowns.
Who?
Patton. Leading the team in touchdowns. I'm going to make a really bold prediction right now.
That's pretty bold, you're true. That's pretty bold.
Kevin Taylor.
I'm talking
about receiving touchdowns.
You receiving touchdowns?
Yes, receiving touchdowns.
I got a feeling our leading touchdown guys are going to be tight ends as far as receivers.
Really?
I think they're going to be running backs.
Well, that's possible too, but I mean, as far as receiving, unless they get out on a screen play. I mean, Carlos gets out on a screen and he got a little bit of space. He's gone. Hyde picked up some speed.
Oh, Ronbo, what about now this is just me saying stuff, all right?
Okay, make that clear.
Wait.
Mark that for the record. Anybody listen? He's just saying it. He's not. Go ahead, Mark's money.
Yeah, because I don't want you guys talking about me. What about this? What about this free agency? We get Le'Veon Bell. He doesn't.
That's a dream.
What'd you say?
That's a dream.
Derek thinks it's a dream. I say it's
That's a dream.
I say that is
he
so
was- he
impossible.
Actually, it could be possible.
No, it's not possible.
He's going to get a possible suspension, and Pittsburgh don't want no part of it. They're talking about cutting him. That is why
Exactly. gonna replace
he
him with-
wants too much money, so
And you got.
But how are they
From
going to
us.
replace him? Are they really going to replace him with D'Angelo Williams? He's old and frail, man.
They're going to cut him. They're going to cut him. I have a guy in Pittsburgh. They're talking about cutting him. You are right about that. I heard about that.
Dude,
You're
he's
right.
guys.
I mean, maybe I.
Oh.
Right,
He's
He'd be a perfect
radioactive.
receiving back for Chip Kelly.
March
Exactly.
money.
And-
He's
I don't see them cutting a guy who goes for 1,000 yards rushing and like nearly 1,000 yards receiving in the same season. That's very Roger Craig.
Well, the owner of the Pittsburgh Steelers is 95 years old, so he's not all the way there.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Le'Veon is radioactive. He may as well be a bomb that already exploded. Trent Baalke will not sign him. Jed York, they don't want that kind of trouble. This man is an idiot. Le'Veon Bell is the stupidest dude I've ever seen in the NFL. He knows he's going to be getting cut. Well, I didn't answer my phone. I mean, I didn't see no messages. What are you talking about? You're supposed. Oh man, this dude is just strange. He is
that was
never.
just like that tackle. Tunzel.
That
Tunzel. I
would
think
be
is
just
his name.
so awesome for us.
Or he
though,
posted
man.
that
Like,
video.
There's a lot of guys like that. You know what? I'd like to have Le'Veon Bell on my team. I'd like to have Dorian Bean. Dorian. What's his Dorian?
I love
Dorian.
Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown.
What's the guy that just got traded from Tennessee? Beckham Green. I'd love to have him as well. So Green Beckham. I keep getting him and OBJ mixed up. But anyway, there's some guys in the league I'd like to have. Oh, if I'm going to take a drug guy, give me the dude out of Cleveland. Give me Flash Gordon. He's the only guy I can see that may have learned from his mistakes, and it looks like he may have turned the corner. And that dude is lights out. You get him on your team, and especially with the team we got now, we win every game. He's a game changer. This dude is. Oh, I'd love to have him now.
You know who else I want? McCaffrey from Stanford, yo.
I'm going to say something. I don't mean to cut nobody off, but there are two teams Seattle is going to face before they face us. They're going to face the Miami Dolphins, which is a sleeper team in the AFC. And they're very ruthless. So Seattle's going to be roughed up. They could win that one. But they are going to lose against the Rams. They have a habit, no matter how the Rams are doing every year, of losing to at least St. Louis once, and it's normally the beginning of the season, the first game. So they're going to lose against them. They're going to come against us on the third and lose. And we're going to beat Seattle twice, guys. because they got
see
3
it.
hard teams. They got
Maybe
3
right.
hard teams before they face us.
I don't disagree. I agree with you a little bit there. I say Rams and Seahawks, we sweep them.
I like
say
that.
that's we go 5 out of 6 in division games this year.
Yeah, I think we might be at the top of the division.
We're
Either
gonna
first or
lose to
second.
the Saints. We're gonna lose to the Saints. We're gonna lose to the Dolphins.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Not
We're
the
gonna lose to the Fins, bro. I see us losing to
Bill,
the Fins.
Bill, why do you see us losing? I think we're playing the Saints in San Francisco. I mean, in Santa Clara. Now, why do you see us losing to the
Are we
Saints?
playing them in Santa Clara?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's their year to get even with us.
You know what though? The Saints defense is something that Chip Kelly can go nuts on though. They're just not potent.
Oh. The Saints
You,
are
ev-
trash.
the only teams we're gonna have
If
trouble
we win
with.
that,
Go ahead.
I think it could be the Miami Dolphins, but Chicago I see us beating them. New York, we might go with 12-4 or 13-3 because there's some other teams I don't see us losing.
I don't see
Bill!
Look,
There's
I said
no
we're
way
losing.
Tampa
Look,
Bay is
Bill!
gonna beat us. There's no way the Bills might beat
Oh
us.
my
but
God!
That's about it.
Bill!
Bill, I love you.
Come on,
He's like,
look.
oh,
Look at it, man.
I
Look
love
at it.
this.
Come on. You're gonna have a surprise this year.
Exactly.
Seattle cannot beat us.
Hey,
13,
Cowboys is not gonna beat us.
They said,
The Panthers ain't.
13 to
Jim
3,
Harbaugh
Bill.
in his first year. They said Harbaugh in his first year was gonna suck, and we were gonna go.
Well, that's true.
Go 13-3. Y'all gonna see.
We're just gonna go
I agree with
16-0.
Bill, but we gonna take it. 16-0.
16-0 ain't gonna happen. We're gonna at least have 2 or 3 losses, but
Nah.
we're gonna have.
Nah.
I'm looking at the schedule.
You say
It's not
16
the
and 0.
hardest schedule.
No, he's got. I think you said 18 and minus.
We don't have the hardest schedule. We have the
18.
easiest schedule. This is the easiest schedule. Who is Atlanta Falcons? Who is the Chicago Bears? Okay, who is New York Jets?
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Who is the
We're
Rams?
picked to
Come
beat the
on
Jets. Yeah.
now. Yeah, who are the Jets? The Buccaneers.
This is
Who's
how I
Tampa?
see it.
Hey,
New
I,
Orleans
we're gonna
Saints, a
split.
good possibility.
I got to tell you, I'm a little worried about Jameis Winston. He does concern me. Jameis Winston is a hardcore competitor. He kind of worries me a little bit.
Tampa Bay
But
cannot
they-
take us.
I do not see. us
Tampa
losing
Bay
the
cannot take us.
No, they don't.
happen.
They don't have a defense. It's like I said, unless a team has a hardcore defense this year, Chip Kelly's going to go nuts. You see, the way we
They
score
should have
points.
signed Tom Coughlin.
Who? Tampa Bay?
We
Tampa
have
Bay,
got
that
to
would've
give
been
the
perfect
games
fit.
away.
Yeah. No, I like because as I say, I'm going to look down. I want to look down through the list and see how many teams have great defenses. See, the Jets actually, if you look at it, we should not be able to beat the Jets, but the odds makers think we're going to beat the Jets.
We're going to beat the Jets.
And they said we're going to beat. They also said we're going to beat the Saints because the Saints defense is a cartoon, man. There are
Tom Brady's out in New England, so we got him.
Yeah, but see, Belichick and Tom Brady together, it still bothers me. I will be so glad when those two separate, so other people can. Those two together are like Batman and Robin. They are dangerous.
But he won't have his Robin when we play him.
Well, no,
Brady will be out.
we play them in the second half. Don't we play them in game 6 or 7?
They're talking about suspending him mid half of the season, not mid.
Wait. Brady's going to have some more games added to his suspension?
They're not going to start a suspension. They're talking about starting a suspension like the mid half because he did an appeal, so he's allowed to start at least 4 or 5 games in the season.
Really?
So by the time we face him, he's going to have his suspension. He's not going to be on the field when we play New England.
No, wait a minute. They've already said Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be the guy for the first 4 games. Bill, where did you get this information from?
I'm reading it. I read it on like ESPN, and my buddy who's a New England fan said when I said Tom Brady's going to be out the first 4 seasons, he said no. That's just talk from the media.
They can put those 4 games anywhere they want to within the schedule?
If you do an appeal, they can't suspend you. They have to consider it and take it into reconsideration until the league makes a decision.
Well, now
And Tom Brady had an attorney and did an appeal.
I know Tom has paid a lot of money for this, and it's not even worth it at this point. He should just get.
He needs to retire.
Well, no, Tom's going to play until how old? Tom said he's going to play another 10 years. Him and Russell.
Well, Rob Gronkowski, by the time if he does leave,
They're gonna play
if he
until
does
he's
come
60.
back,
Yeah.
Rob Gronkowski is going to be injured, so they're not going to have some key players when they face us.
Oh, they got that other tight end now. What's his name? That really bothers me how that was the league did. That was never supposed to happen.
Oh, from the Panthers?
Yeah, you got Gronk.
Something Bennett, I think.
What's that other tight end? It's God. He's Jesus Christ, that's not fair.
Marcel.
Yeah, that's him. Jesus. All Tom has to do now is just throw the ball up in the general direction, and one of those guys is coming down with a ball. There's no coverage made for them.
I'm not worried about New England.
It's what I was New
You
England.
shouldn't be worried about New England. New England ain't got nothing. Their days are gone. They should have lost against Seattle, and I hate Seattle, but there's
They
no
did
way they
lose
should have won
against
that.
the Eagles, so
Yeah, Kelly does
They
not
got
beat him.
rid of
Man.
against
They
Eagles.
ain't nothing. And
Guys- Go ahead.
besides, Bill Belichick had a problem, from what I'm hearing, in college. I guess he did play a little bit of college when Chip Kelly was in Oregon. He had a problem beating Chip.
Yeah, no. Kelly has a history with a lot of these guys, just like what's his name over in Seattle. I mean, Pete Carroll has a problem. Used to have a problem with Kelly as well. Guys, we got to go, and I guess that's going to be your last statement. I enjoyed you today, man, with them 13-3 and 14-2 records, man. I'm telling you, man, right
Keep
here.
your head up, guys.
Yeah.
Keep your head up. We're going to have a good year.
I like
Thank
that.
you guys, follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is marchmoney, march.money, by the way. March.money. All right, follow me.
All right. Thanks much, buddy. See you next time, man. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
And Michael? Yeah, go ahead, Michael.
I'm looking forward to round one. Yeah, I was going to be interested. How many wide receivers are we allowed to have? Just out of curiosity, do they have to knock off? Is it about 7 or 6 or?
Yeah, you say how many wide receivers can they retain? You mean?
Yeah, do you reckon they'll retain?
You know, I really, I have no idea.
Because we got 10 now.
5 or 6.
We got 10 at the moment. With Bruce Ellington injured, obviously, and that's his. But 10 available.
Yeah, you're right. There's going to be a couple of guys like
Ryan Whalen.
Ellington's been put on the IR. Treggs. I'm not sure why they didn't put Treggs at least on the PUP list yet. Is he going to get cut next week? I'm not sure. Or this weekend?
So roughly how many is it? Like 7? Do they normally keep or roughly? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do. So
Because I just want Kevin. Sorry, Devin Caduce.
Caduce is 6'4". That's like putty in Kelly's hands. I know that he's staying. There is no way he gets cut. There's so much potential there. All he's got to do is get in there and work with the ones and get his feet like wet in the right place. He'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, anyway, unlike the other guys, I don't think we're going to go 18 and -2. But
I like your prediction earlier though of 18-1. That was good.
18 and 1. Yeah. But, look, I think we just want improvements. I think this season. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm out. Thanks for today, mate.
Yeah, hey, thank you for coming by, Michael. Good to hear from you again, man.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys.
See you next time. All right. Who's
All right, Ronbo, I have a quest for you.
Okay.
Ronbo?
Hurry up, because we got to go.
Take a look at Chip Kelly's stats in college when he was with the Oregon Ducks that year when they went undefeated and lost that national championship. Take a look at the teams they had to face. It'll blow your mind. And understand what I'm talking about at 13-3.
No,
You'll agree with me after that.
You know, I'll tell you what, Bill. You will never get me to argue with you about that kind of projection. All my fights are with guys that are saying 2-14 and 3-13, and these are 49er fans. Now, these are the guys, I fight with them harder than I do any rival fan. So, with your 13-3, dude, I will never give you a hard time.
I have good ideas that these teams ain't nothing, and I have good faith, brother.
Hey, I like it. I love it, man. All right. Bill, talk to you a little later, okay?
Bill, join my
Peace,
hangout,
man.
dude.
All right. March money, we got to go, man.
All right, I was just saying, Bill, to join my hangout.
Yeah, hey, Bill. Yeah, there you go. Joy at March money. All right. We're out of here, guys. All right. March, say goodbye. All right. Wait, just before I just want to look at my, can I just look at this a little bit here? Some of the things that are going on the in the chat. Oh, God. Let me say, oh, this is just, we have, oh my God, there's some things being said here. I can't even repeat some of the things. Oh, there is a spirited chat going on today. Guys, it's too much fun. Okay. One day I might. Hey, guys, tell you what. I'm thinking Saturday, after we find out as to who's been cut, let's do this again. I want to talk to you about that. Let's say 2 in the afternoon, because at 1 o'clock, we'll find out at 1 o'clock who's getting cut. And give it 35, 40 minutes, an hour, and it should be in print, right? And up on the website. So after that, let's go ahead and let's talk about it, man, because there's gonna be some shocking. There's gonna be some shocking releases, because I see a lot of. If Marcus Rush is on there, I'll meet you. Forget about the chat. I'll meet you guys down at Levi Stadium. We cannot let Jed, Trent, or anybody else leave the parking lot. They've got to go back and think that out. They cannot get rid of Marcus Rush. And if they get rid of Marcus Rush and keep Coy Lemonnier, we beat somebody's ass out in the parking lot. Seriously, they got to be careful with this. Don't mess up. Don't mess up, Trent. Ooh, see you Saturday. Night.